Alright friends, let's talk about PCI DSS and its compliance. So let us try to understand PCI DSS. PCI DSS is applicable to cardholder environment. It's created by an entity called Security Standards Council (SSC), and SSC was formed in 2006 to standardize the security requirements around the cardholder data. So the scope is that it applies to all the organizations, merchant, vendors that store, transmit or process. PCI DSS applies to 5 major brands: Visa, MasterCard, American Express, JCB and Discover. So once again, who all needs to comply? All the merchants, service providers, financial institutions, or any organization indirectly involved in payment card transactions. They all need to comply with PCI DSS standard. Let us understand what is PCI SSC. The Security Standards Council was an organization that was formed in 2006 which maintains and enforces PCI DSS. The objective is to have unified security requirement for payment card industry. So it publishes the standards that the organizations and vendors and merchants need to comply to. The most important of those standards is the PCI DSS. The PCI SSC also manages accreditation of certified assessors. It has a database of certified assessors that can do an audit on PCI DSS. So one of the main standards published by PCI SSC is the PCI DSS. The current version as of November 2024 is version 4.0. Applies to cardholder environment. It is also sometimes named as PCI, or people call it DSS. PCI DSS is categorized. It breaks down into 6 broad areas and then spans into 12 requirements and 220 specific items that talks about each and every control requirements to comply to PCI DSS. There are several levels that the organization may be classified into, and these levels depend upon the number of transactions per year. For example, level 1 are the merchants that process more than 6 million transactions per year. Level 2 is between 1 million to 6 million. Level 3 is between 20,000 up to 1 million transactions per year. Level 4 is fewer than 20,000 transactions per year. Non-compliance to PCI can lead to penalties in form of additional transactional fees or inability to process the card payments itself. For example, the banks can withdraw the capability to accept payments, and there can be administrative fine for up to 18 million euros or 14 million pounds. PCI DSS is divided into 6 main rules. The first one talks about build and maintain a secure network. That is to install a firewall and ensure that there are no vendor supplied defaults. The second one talks about protecting cardholder data, whether the data is at rest, meaning it is wherever it is stored, or the data is in transit, ensuring that we use secure protocols when the data is moving from one place to the other. The third one is about maintaining a vulnerability management program, use and update antivirus, and make sure that systems and applications are secure. The next one talks about storage access control. This is where the need to know principle comes in. We need to give access based on need to know. All the users need to have unique IDs, and the physical access to laptops, workstations, servers, all the systems need to be restricted. The next one talks about monitor and test. It is all about tracking and monitoring access to network and access to cardholder data. Testing the security systems and processes regularly by some way. The last one talks about policy. It is to build and maintain information security that addresses the information security for all personnel in the organization. So, how to conduct a PCI audit or ensure that we are aligned, we are compliant to PCI standard? The first step is to start a gap analysis and identify what are the gaps in the current environment. You can hire a qualified security assessor to conduct an audit, or you can do it yourself, uh, or you can buy a scanner from an approved scanner vendor, or you can buy another tool and ensure that the scanning is done as per the requirements of PCI standard. I hope that this information was helpful, and thank you for watching. Thank you for your time.